Did you have a grandmother that you were close to at one point? It was like a second mom. She was more
Um,
bossy. She was very old school, I'm feeling.
I don't remember her well.
Is she from the South? Because I've seen like she's like the type of grandma like you smart off to her and she'd pop you in the mouth. Like she didn't take no crap. Does that
Um,
make sense? Um,
it's gonna be hard with her
okay.
because she passed away whenever I was 10.
Do you know about the candy and dolls with her? Like, did you like certain dolls or have? It feels like those the collectible dolls that you have on stands.
I'm trying to remember her place.
Okay, yeah,
I think
let's see.
she had some.
I'm saying whose grandma wouldn't have dolls though? Like, just to be fair here. Sorry, that wasn't trying to be mean. That was in remembrance part.
That's so random. Your energy is kind of funny. It's like you definitely got ADD too. Oh, does the name Richard Mackey make any sense? It feels like there's a joke around some character from a movie called Richard Mackey, but I don't know somebody. It's like, do you know what
Uh,
that is? Like,
yes, actually,
okay,
it's a paranormal joke between a friend of mine and a location. Some of you might get the name.
do you always have like candy close by or like nearby? I keep hearing like candy wrappers or somebody like always had to have candy nearby. Like they couldn't just like, but I just keep hearing like it's like Skittles. Like I'm seeing Skittles, but I'm like hearing like they always uh
It was a general statement, guys. Jeez, I'm sorry to be mean.
okay. And do you have stomach issues? Like it just like randomly, you won't know what it is, but it's like you can eat the same thing and all of a sudden like your stomach will like act up and you're like, what the hell? Like why is it upset? Because somebody showed me like you actually carry more emotions than you show.
Mhm.
Like yeah, you try to be like real guarded, but like certain things do get to you and affect you. Like you feel like you're an empath pretty much. In certain ways you learn to guard yourself. I don't know if you lean more towards alcohol to shut it down or like not give a shit.
No.
No.
I know she drinking beer tonight. Um, that's what affects your stomach. Like it's like when you're trying to bury emotions. Like I feel where you try to be upbeat and look at the positive side, but some shit just pisses you off. Like that's what, and when it does, it's like you try and like just bury it. Like okay, like, it's almost like I'm just gonna say you're like don't be a bitch, don't be a bitch. Like man up, man. Like you have like these talks with yourself, so you try to like bury emotion. And you don't like confronting stuff because you much rather just go hang out and have a fun time. So you're not one to like hey, last week you hurt my feelings when you did this shit. Like you're like, I'd much rather just go and kick it and not, you kind of push stuff off. It's not that you're afraid to confront it. It's just you much rather like live in the moment and have a good time rather than it turned into something.
I like how everybody in the chat just turned on me.
The amount of times that you've
Everybody
told me
knows.
don't be a
Everybody
bitch.
already knows. Like all the like, Denise hit that right on the nose. The Richard Rose and Bobby Mackey's. Richard Rose.
Connection to bowling, somebody in bowling with you.
Few people.
Somebody was an asshole. What?
I mean, I like to go bowling, and I've gone bowling with people.
Dude, you've had some
Wait,
funny
Did
spirits
she
on the
say
other
bowling or bullying?
side. Bowling.
Oh, okay.
Bowling. Yeah, my friends and I would go bowling. We
Hey,
just drive up to random stranger.
you never know.
Yeah.
Rolling up in the streets, bullying.
It's the only reason to get a convertible, so you can yell out of it.
Yep.
And then
Nailed it.
crash into a tree. You're like leaned out looking at him.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Lizards.
Sorry. Yeah. You're freaking intuitive too. Like, God, you hide that crap. You had it like really turned on as a kid, and like you've like shut it down in a lot of ways because you're like it doesn't make any damn sense. So if it doesn't make sense, like it like frustrates you, so you kind of turn it off. But I'm seeing something that affected you when you were a kid. Because I'm seeing like you like riding a bike, and I don't know if it was like a neighborhood kid that something happened to, but it's like something happened that like you would picked up on it or had a feeling about it, and then when it happened, you didn't like it, so you kind of like, does that make sense? Do you know what that is?
Something. Wait. Say that again. Let me.
Okay, there's something that happened when you're a kid. It was random, but I saw like you on a bike. So I don't know if it's like neighborhood kids you would play with or something, but it's like something bad happened to one of them, like whether they're in a car accident. And I'm not saying they died, but it's like you got a feeling about something bad happened. And then it's like you realize that you pick up on stuff and you don't like it. You don't like that you pick up on stuff, you didn't know what it was, and then something did happen.
Well, stuff like that happens all the time, but I don't remember anything like from my childhood. The closest thing I could relate to that would be like when I was really little. My brother, like we lived in a small town in Illinois, and my older brothers would ride their bikes to the next town. Well, I tried to follow them on my bike. I was like 5 years old, 6 years old, maybe 7. But I got up to the highway and I was trying to catch up. And as soon as I got to the highway, there was a truck coming, and I came this close to being hit by a truck. I just scooted off right into the ditch, and yeah, that was a boom, boom, boom kind of moment.
Yeah.
But
It's like you had a feeling that day because I'm feeling like something shifted where you're like, um, didn't like it. Like you used to be like way more open to stuff and just pick up on stuff. But I definitely think there was some shift. This is another random thing, but did you have like a grandfather like pick you up by your belt? Like, because
not
it doesn't feel like a father, but it's almost like a joke. Like he'd pick you up by your belt. Like,
not a grandfather, but my brother.
do like Superman and like all sorts of like,
Yep.
okay. Someone showed me something around Christmas time. Somebody passing around Christmas time. Oh God, I got like a few of them coming through.
What can I say? I'm popular.
Do you know who the drug overdose is? And it feels like accidental. There's something where overly medicated. Like it feels like they passed in their sleep, like their heart gave out. But it was like the mixture of
Maybe.
Okay.
That's the best I could say is maybe.
I want to say 40s. Feels like a male, like 40s age range. One second. Let's catch this. Is this an uncle? Because he keeps hold on. Let me give me more because this is. I feel like was he on a couch like when he passed? It's like he was found on a couch. He's making my chest like hurt really, really bad. Like it's like my heart feels like really heavy.
Not a family member. A friend of mine. He When they found him, he was on the floor in front of the couch. Um, so,
This
but
is sad. It's like such a like accident, but I don't
he
know. People started rumors that he was trying to kill himself because I'm feeling like There's just a lot of like rumors about it that is.
No, not that he tried to kill himself. So, a good friend of mine and a lot of these people in the chat, Rick Rose, he was like a brother to me. But he died last year from COVID. Well, they said from COVID.
Oh,
They refused
oh,
to do an autopsy on him. I don't know why. They just wouldn't do an autopsy on him.
oh God.
But I'm sure he was taking medications, and in fact, he was having hard time breathing and all that stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, I knew Rick. I actually met him right before we shut down for
Oh,
COVID.
that's right. Yeah. Okay. So
Um,
yeah, my cousin, I knew he died of an overdose, but
mm.
I didn't know he was found on a couch. But
Oh, that's sad. I kind of think it's a piggybacking situation. Okay.
because
Let
you
me go
did
to
bring up
Richard first, because as soon as you said his name, like I was able to see him. And then the Richard thing, no wonder he's trying to get me that name. But
the
there's
joke. The joke is Bobby Mackey's and Rick Rose. That was the joke.
okay.
Richard Mackey.
Rick Mackey. Yeah.
You show me where like just a lot of goofing off on investigations and like making funny faces and stuff. Like you turn the flashlight and he's like I don't know. He's
He's a character.
yeah. Oh my God, that's the rumors. Duh. Oh God, all the rumors that started after him and that.
What?
He's laughing. He said I went viral.
He did.
Yeah, he's totally
Did.
laughing,
Oh,
saying I
man.
went viral.
He went worldwide. His death was being reported worldwide.
He's laughing. He's like doing the middle fingers, like yeah, like he doesn't care. Oh, he
That
thinks it's
sounds
funny.
like Rick. I'm just saying.
This
Sorry,
is
not me.
how impactful.
Yeah,
his death was.
this was like a multiple things that were piled on top of each other. I think he had an underlying heart condition. And what's so weird is like I remember this
Pre-existing
happened.
conditions.
He died on 4th of July, so no wonder he's getting me to holidays.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's exactly when he died.
Yeah, because I first was seeing Christmas, then I started seeing the Easter egg. He's like, "Come on, like let's go through the holidays."
Yeah.
This yeah, he had like did he ever talk about he wasn't one to bitch. That's what he's saying. I wasn't one to bitch, but he had issues with his legs, like his legs would bug him or cramp up sometimes because he's like and it's more like his right leg. And that was part of the heart thing. He didn't realize it was part of his heart struggling with circulation, but it's like he couldn't sit in a or kneel in a position for too long. He would have to adjust. So I don't know if he was open about that, but that's what he's had me feel is like he thinks it's awesome. He went viral. He thinks it's funny. He didn't give a crap. He's saying, oh, now he's diving in sweet. He's talking about somebody's birthday. If they, it feels like it's somebody else's birthday, but it might have been his birthday if like a little dedication or little party was done in honor of him. But he was saying like he has been touched by how many people like really cared. Like I think in some ways he kind of felt like invisible, like he knew people cared, but he was like, I didn't realize the impact I'd make. He's bringing up Rob and Terry too. Another skeptic. I'm gonna get Robin. Sorry, he's got a quick message for Robin. Some weird joke. Okay. He's saying thank you. Like, thank you for a lot of the little things that you've done. Thank you for talking to him. Like it's like you still include him and stuff. Like you think about him often, like when you're investigating and he's saying like like, I love you, man. Like he's being funny, like okay. Now I'm gonna go into your cousin because he's still with you a lot investigating. Has he come through on equipment yet? Because it's like
No, he hasn't. I've been kind of curious if he would ever do that, but
Hmm.
because he was an investigator and you know out for the answers, and if he had a way to come through.
This is so random, but I think one day it's gonna make sense. He's talking about a fart noise. Like it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a fart noise. Like you're gonna swear you heard somebody fart.
Okay.
Yeah, just he was saying like you'll know, like it won't be somebody actually farting, but you'll be like, I know I heard somebody fart, like because he's laughing about. He's saying he's going to find unusual ways to get through because he needs you to trust that. Even he's saying there's something about his voice. I don't know, like if he could be a bit quiet sometimes, but he's saying there's too much energy going on that he almost has to battle to get through. And he's just going to do it his way and find fun ways to get through. Because he's saying even if he were to bring his voice through, you would still doubt that. You would still
Yeah.
rip it apart. So he said, look for the funny crap. I'm going to laugh if you start smelling farts on every investigation.
Like,
Like
there's a demon here.
the fog is back. Okay, real quick to your cousin, because
Now, I will say I didn't know my cousin very well.
okay,
That's why I didn't even realize how he died or where he died and all that. So,
do you still talk to his mom?
no. I don't think anybody does.
Yeah. Oh God, that's sad. That's what he's wanting to talk about. She is like really, really pushed everyone away. And he's showing me some sort of news came with his death at the same time. Like there was some other news that came into play. It's like I kind of think she had like a mental breakdown after everything. But she's yeah, like she's still going through it, like really going through it and blaming herself a lot of little ways. But with him, it feels like I feel mixing pills and alcohol is what I feel. Like it was just like the right combination that made it happen. It wasn't intentional, but it wasn't like, I kind of felt like he was in a rough place in his life that was kind of like, mm, um, which is sad. But
Yeah.
if anyone does talk to his mom ever, um, he needs her to know like he's sorry. I don't like I'm feeling like he might have written down some harsh words or there was like an argument between them or something like that. But it's like she was left with like, on top of the pain of losing him, she was left with finding out news of him feeling some type of way. And he needs her to know like he doesn't still sulfur smell Rick. Sorry, just saw that one. He needs her to know like yeah, he doesn't still feel that way. He needs her to like shake that off. It was just something he said out anger, wrote in anger. I don't know if it was a text or what, but it's like she read some harsh words about herself and their relationship. Um, he also understands like why she's cut off, but if the opportunity presents itself and because it feels like it could go a long way. Is she turned to drinking?
I think she turned to drugs and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I was seeing like
yeah,
a bar life.
I think she was kind of an influence in all that, like
Yeah,
indirectly, probably.
yeah, that's sad. That's really sad.
If I remember correctly.
You know, like okay. Sorry, they catch me so off guard with this shit that they do. It's like, he just went in like all super deep on that message. And then, this Southern thing, well, it's like you slap your thighs and you're like, well, and then you leave.
Well,
You like did that. It's like a joke.
Well,
Like,
there is a reason. And this connection might uh, bring it full circle. Uh, he lived in Florida.
oh, he's the one.
I
Oh,
didn't think he would come through. I mean, I never talked to him really.
oh,
And like last memory I have of him, I was 12, maybe.
Yeah, he always had a bit of a wild boy personality is what I'm feeling like. Like jumping in the swamps and like he didn't care. Like just
Probably.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot with that side of the family. Which I think you might have known, like there's a lot of stuff that happened on that side of the family. And he's saying like they all kind of got led to a bad place. And it's it's tragic, but I feel like he comes in around you too with equipment. He kind of thinks it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you get his name coming through, like maybe try and interact because it feels like he feels like y'all didn't get a real chance at having a relationship. And he's owning like some douchebag ways. He's saying he had some ways about him that,
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of feels like this is a chance he can connect to you now.
Yeah. The last interaction we had, the hair. Last interaction we had.
That's him. That hair, he put it in your eye.
Like he took taekwondo and everything, and he was like trying to show off, and I put him on his ass, and that was the last time we ever really had any interaction with each other like that. So yeah.
No, I'm thinking like Karate Kid stuff, like hi-ya!
Yeah.
You're like, you asshole, and then it's just love. Aw.